Hey folks, Jonathan here. I missed a day of video, but was really busy, but we're going to try to see if we can pull this fuel tank out and pull the sending unit out and look down it and see what it looks like. Really no use doing it with it in there because I want to look at the bottom side, make sure there's not much rust or anything. And I kind of doubt it's going to be good, but you know, we at least need to check it out. And then if it's bad, I don't think I've got one on that other truck out back. I might, because the seat's in it and I don't remember, but if we don't have a good one, we'll mount something on the frame up under and at the back, or figure something out anyway, and then that way we'll have a tank. Threw a tailgate on it. Of course, it's a step side tailgate, and I see what the differences are now. I didn't even think it'd be this close, but it's about 2 inches narrower and shorter. But I mean, I could cut it and make it, at least make it fit. It's the right color and stuff, but and I may do something, may not. But anyway, it looks decent hanging on there anyway. Somebody had told me that them tailgates are really hard to find for the fleet side, and I wouldn't doubt it, because I don't remember seeing many of them. Anyway, let me get this tank out and off, and we'll look and see what it looks like. Okay, we got the tank out, and it don't look too bad back in there, and there's no obvious outside signs of rust, and it's actually got fuel in it, so of course it's dead. But what we need to do is get that sending unit out, which might be fun. We'll clean up around it a little bit. I can smell the bad gas, of course, but I don't know. I'd be surprised if it was good. And you see the hoses are so old, it's just busting. But you know, it's worth taking the time to check it out anyway. All right, see you more in a minute. All right, we got it all cleaned up. We're gonna see if we can get it off. I'm sure that's got an old cork gasket on it. Sure, we're going to end up tearing it up. I'll get it cleaned off the best I can here. Well, sending unit's not stuck, a little rusty. Time to go get a light. Can't see in it good. Might surprise me here. Let me get a flashlight. The only real rust I see is there's some on the bottom. I'm gonna try to get it where you can see in there. But it's not terrible. So I may try the vinegar trick here and maybe get it cleaned out and put some vinegar in it and let it sit a couple days or a day or so and see how that looks. But it's holding gas, and you know, I don't hear anything major in there rust wise. I mean, you know, the sides up at the top and everything feel, you know, really good. It's just down low at the bottom. So I can put this light in a different way. No, that ain't gonna work. There we go. So probably see it better on camera than I can looking at it, but from what I can see, I think it can be saved. We're going to give it a try anyway. It wasn't leaking anywhere, so that's amazing. So we'll get this thing drained out and go ahead and get some vinegar in it, and you know, let it sit overnight, and we'll check it again tomorrow. But I think we'll pull the transmission cooler off now and take a look. We want to see how they had them lines to where they would actually not leak on that 3/8 hose. So we'll look at that now. Okay, I ended up cutting the hoses because I went to tried to pull them off and they was just coming apart. So we're going to replace that with steel line. It was pretty heavy hose, but it was 5/16 line. And here's what they'd done. I tried to cut it with my old chainsaw, but it wouldn't cut it. So I had to get a die grinder out, but with a cutoff wheel. Here's what it is: 1/4 inch tube. They flared it on the end. They had the hose slid over and tightened down good, but that's just not enough flow, in my opinion, to keep that transmission from getting hot. And had some kinking in it. So you know, we want to test drive this thing down the road, so we're going to go ahead and change it out. I've got one here, but I think that's 3/8 line. This is just an old one that I had picked up. That might be a power steering cooler, but I mean, it really don't matter as long as it flows enough. I'd rather it flow too much than not enough, but we're going to figure it out. I'll go ahead and get some steel lines and crawl up on there and see what it takes to hook them up, and we'll go from there. Alright, I got up under it and looked, and it looks like it had 3/8 lines up under. So I may run that cooler and pick up some steel line and some hose. And they stretched them lines out to go on to 3/8 here, and then went all the way down to 1/4 on the other. So we don't want to run it like that. So I'll pick that stuff up tonight or tomorrow, and then we'll try to get that done. I think we'll put a Chevrolet alternator on it. Bulletproof regulator's missing. I'm not going to mess with the generator. They're easy to wire, quick. So we'll get it on, and then try to find a radiator to fit in it. Get our gas tank hopefully cleaned out and back on here. Next couple days, you can see the Mexican style blanket I was talking about. Good to cover it up, but, good enough to drive anyway. But I checked the lights. Got one parking light in the rear, and that's it, nothing else. So we'll have to go through that and check everything out. The wiring's solid on it. It's not, you know, ragged, so I think we'll be able to work with it. Ordered all the brake parts, or front and rear set of shoes, and ordered wheel cylinders for all 4 wheels, master cylinder, and new rubber hoses. And the total with shipping through Rock Auto was $117. So it don't cost a lot to do the brakes on this old stuff. The prices are cheap. I mean, them wheel cylinders $4 or something a piece, and you know, there's no reason to even try to rebuild them nowadays. So we're gonna get the brakes and the other stuff done and get this thing. I want to take it down the road one time, see how it does. And I may, while I'm doing them transmission lines, try to do something with that exhaust leak. There's a hole in it up on the downpipe. So anyway, show you more tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.